This video and the pictures that are following are quite graphic, and if you don't want to watch it, just look away. I have always wanted to travel to every country around the world, but one has recently been crossed off my destination list. Why, you ask? Because Japan is the site of the world's largest and most inhumane dolphin slaughter. The Japanese fishing village of Taiji has become notorious in recent years for its annual dolphin hunt, in which thousands of dolphins are secretly killed in coastal waters between September and April each year. Using a technique called drive fishing, hunters in a line of motorized boats create a wall of sound between the dolphins and the open ocean by banging on metal poles lowered in the water. The dolphins who rely on sonar to navigate are immediately disoriented and terrified and swim frantically to the shore to escape the noise. There they are corralled into a small cove and trapped overnight by nets. At sunrise the next morning, they are herded into an adjacent killing cove, where they are murdered by hunters using harpoons, fishhooks, and knives. As though the mammals know they are soon to be stabbed to death, frantic souls jump out of the water, casting eerie screams across the ocean. It is enough to make one's hair stand up and a chill run through your body. The water that was just minutes before emerald green have now turned a deep crimson, the morning air tainted with the stench of freshly drawn mammal blood. After the massacre is finished, the silence that settles over the cove is unbearable. The animals are hauled by truck or dragged over concrete roads by their tails to a nearby warehouse for butchering. Those who are still alive are stabbed again and left to die of their injuries or bleed to death. Some drown in their own blood. What is the purpose of this? Food, money, greed, corruption, and so-called tradition and research. Is killing thousands of such an intelligent, self-aware animal every year worth these reasons? How is it possible for these acts to continue to take place in such a technologically advanced country. The Japanese government encourages the fishermen to go out and hunt dolphins. This government even held a conference where many nations around the world were persuaded to vote on a permit allowing the Japanese to hunt even more dolphins. Not obtaining sufficient votes, the Japanese government resorted to bribing the remainder of the countries to allow this petition to pass. Yet, not surprisingly, this did not prevail either. Local fishermen regard the senseless slaughter of these intelligent creatures as a legitimate exercise in pest control, blaming dolphins for decimating fish stocks. Until recently, dolphin meat was included in lunches served to local school children. The menu was changed after tests commissioned by 2 Taiji city councilmen showed levels of mercury far higher than the government advisory limit for fish. The fisheries official states that people say dolphins are cute and smart, but some regions have a tradition of eating dolphin meat. Dolphin killing may be bad for our international image, but we can't just issue an order for it to stop. See, the irony of that statement is that they actually can issue an order for it to stop, but they don't want to. Also, shouldn't such an old, out-of-date tradition be modified along with everything else that has evolved over the years? By now you should have realized how the Japanese government has manipulated people and how dolphins are extremely suffering under the actions of this country alone. So I ask you to take one small step in the path of many others before you and speak out against this practice. Stop dolphin slaughtering and help their bid for freedom come true.
Okay, can we just have one final round of applause? As you go out, there are some post-it notes with some big questions on the walls. So I would love your thoughts in regards to those questions that I asked you out there. So if you can spare another 30 seconds, that would be fantastic. I'll see you after lunch. Thank you.
I think so. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, it's still video. Maybe we should stop it.
Whatever.
I'll leave by that as well.
I'm not leaving it earlier.
Go by tomorrow.
Ah, shit.
Oh, excellent. No, that's fantastic. Thank you. Because we're running out of time.
This is still recording.